see what Spirit has to say for the day. If you didn't check out the horoscopes, they are posted. Definitely go check that out. I post horoscopes during the week. On here, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So definitely check those out. Those may resonate for you. These are general messages that we're about to get into, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest. All the specials that I have going for this week are up here, okay? So if you see anything that you're interested in, feel free to inbox me and we can go ahead and schedule it. All right, let's see. Let's tap in. Now, based off of the horoscopes that I did today, one of the same things that kept coming up for all of my elements, all of my signs, was mask, okay? And Spirit has been talking about, you know, acknowledging your truth and not being afraid to say or state that there are things that you are dealing with, okay? I don't know why, but society makes us feel like, you know, we have to pretend that things are okay even when we don't feel like they're okay. That we have to put on this mask or, you know, put on this face and appear like everything is just peaches and cream, or like certain things don't affect us, or certain things don't make us feel some type of way. And the confirmation came. I had a conversation with a good friend of mine last night, and that was the conversation, you know, allowing yourself to just be vulnerable and be truthful in regards to what you feel, in regards to what you're going through, understanding that it is not a personal thing. And when I say that, I mean like you are not the only one going through these phases, right? Because Saturn is retrograding right now, and Saturn is the planet of lessons and the planet of, you know, establishing better boundaries and creating a better foundation and, you know, working and dealing with the things that we need to. Because it's retrograding right now, this is a time where a lot of the things that we usually overlook, a lot of the things that affect us that we usually don't talk about, are being brought to the forefront. And that can feel a little intimidating. It can feel a little overwhelming, specifically because of the fact that, you know, these are sensitive areas to us. Whether that's your finances, whether that is your home life, whether that is, you know, whatever it may be for you. Whether this is your relationship, your friendships, your relationship with your family, things of that nature are being brought to the forefront, okay? A lot of y'all are being forced to heal things that have been, you know, a part of your energy for a long time. Specifically, childhood traumas are coming up as well. Things that you have been holding on to. Whether that's mentalities, whether that's ways of being, whether that is, you know, your foundation in some type of way, shape, or form, whether that is your structure, the way that you structured your life, whatever it may be, okay? A lot of things are being brought up so that you can finally deal with them and get to this next level. Now, with this being an 8 year, a lot of people thought that this just meant pure abundance and money and, you know, tangible material types of things. Now, that is some of what is coming out, but this is also a year of correction and redirection. If you are not on your right course, if you are not in your right lane, if you have certain things that are holding you back energetically from where you're trying to get to, this is the year to kind of get ahead of all of that. And when you think about it, that is an abundant opportunity. because it will lead you to bigger and better things, right? It will lead you to a place where you are able to finally get the things that you deserve and the things that you've been working so hard towards. Okay? So let's see what else comes out. Again, these are collective messages. So take what resonates and leave the rest. All of my specials for the week are up here. I'm doing reading specials, and I'm also doing consultation specials as well. Yeah. First card out is truth. Period. So again, acknowledging the real. Okay? Not allowing yourself to be so caught up in perfection, okay, or allowing yourself to be caught up in other people's perceptions, you know, the way that other people think your life should be, or how you think your life should be based on other people's opinions, or based on where the world is, or whatever the case is. I also feel like there's a lot of financial burdens or issues being brought to the forefront. If you are in an area or working in an area that's not for you, it could be causing financial issues. If you are ignoring your gifts, okay, it could be causing financial issues. If you are not solidified in your foundation as far as balancing out your root chakra, there can also be some financial issues, okay? The root chakra is directly connected to your finances. A lot of people don't know that, but it is. So if you are not grounded, if you are not doing your work, then it will lead to you not having the finances that you need. Period. So shadow work is important. Childhood healing is important. Trauma healing is important. Whatever it is that spirit is highlighting for you. Yeah, because we got naked at the bottom of the deck too. So whatever spirit is highlighting for you is going to be important for you guys to tap in with that, and do whatever is required. This may also come in the form of leaving a job, or being let go, or being fired, or something like that. Okay? This can also come in the form of being broken up with. All right? Feeling left behind. Some of y'all are realizing that, you know, the people that you've been in connection with don't really feel about you the way that you felt about them. Okay? Some truths could also be coming out as far as like remembering things from childhood that you didn't remember before, or things that you forgot about and just didn't think about, or things that you've kind of suppressed, okay, also are coming up as well. Like I tell you all the time, just make sure you're being kind to yourself, because this energy could be a lot. This could be, you know, very stressful. This could be very, I'm even hearing intimidating. Like, this energy can be intimidating. It can be scary, right? To have to deal with certain things that you thought were over, certain things that you thought you forgot about, certain things that you didn't even consider. All right, some of you guys are going through another phase of shadow work as well. And a lot of times we forget that shadow work is a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Shadow work comes in waves. So it's not something that you just sit and do, you know, one time and then that's it. Like, it comes in waves. It comes in cycles. So, you know, this specific phase of your shadow work, maybe you dealing with mommy issues, and then you kind of get that to a good place, and then you try to move on, and then you get another wave of shadow work that maybe you have to deal with your relationship with finances, right? Because that's also something that you have to heal. If you have experienced, you know, a childhood where the relationship with money was, you know, strained, or maybe, you know, like homelessness, or just not having the things that you needed, things of that nature, or being in survival mode, right? Struggling during your childhood as far as finances go, not having the clothes that you needed, the shoes that you needed, not being able to feed yourself adequately, or whatever the case is, however it played out for you, right? These things could be coming back as well. And a lot of us have a very, very negative relationship with money, right? We don't really understand that we attract and not chase. And a lot of you, you know, Spirit is trying to bring you or pull you out of this energy where you're chasing behind things. Whether that is financially, whether that is in regards to love, whether that's in regards to relationship. This is a time for you to understand who you are, understand the power that you possess, so that you don't have to be around here chasing things, chasing people. Okay? It was never set up for you to be running behind nothing. All right? Everything that comes into your life is supposed to be magnetized to you, meaning you are the energy, and because you are on a certain frequency, those things come and find you, or they present themselves to you, or you connect with them with divine alignment. All right? A lot of y'all are chasing things, and this is why you're not really getting any success, because you're running behind things instead of just becoming the energy and allowing those things to come to you effortlessly. This should be an effortless type of thing. It shouldn't be, you know, complicated and chaotic. Okay? Let's see what else. Yeah, we have alchemy. So again, you being the energy, you understanding how to alchemize the energy as well. A lot of you guys also, you know, being the alchemist means people may give you certain energy. People may, you know, talk to you crazy or treat you in a certain type of way or do certain things to you. Or you may experience certain things in your life, right? But the alchemist takes that situation, takes that thing, takes that, you know, energy that they're being given from whoever, that person, place, or thing, right? And they basically transform it to work for their benefit. Meaning you don't have to be reactive. Okay? You don't have to be reactive. Just because certain people say certain things don't mean you have to react. Just because you are in a specific place in your life and things may feel, you know, low for you right now or confusing for you right now or whatever the case is, it does not mean you have to be in a state of reaction. You don't. Okay? You need to learn how to be proactive instead of reactive. Right? You don't have to lower your frequency or adjust your frequency to being, you know, low vibrational just because of a circumstance or just because of a person. You don't have to do that. You control your energy. You control the energy that comes to you by controlling your energy. So people can say and do whatever the fuck they want to say and do. It doesn't mean that you have to react in a certain type of way, shape, or form. Especially during this time, because again, a lot of people are receiving karma. A lot of people are dealing with, you know, a lot of low vibrational energies. A lot of people are going through their own shit. So this is that misery loves company type of energy, where there are people out here who only want to fuck with you because they feel like they're being fucked with. They only want to, you know what I'm saying, start issues and drama and problems and be irate and go back and forth and do all of these things because of the fact that they have their own shit going on. So you have to be in a place where you are emotionally and energetically intelligent, and you're able to pick up on the fact that this is something I don't need to entertain. This is something that I need to ignore. This is something that, you know, is obviously trying to get me out of my character. You have to start reading between the lines and seeing things for what they are so that you don't get caught up in that damn energy. Because once you step out of your high vibrational energy to be on their level, you have lowered yourself. Therefore, the things that you're going to start to receive will be on a lower vibration. This is why once we give people our energy, other things start going wrong. we start to experience other things, other losses, other things that make us uncomfortable, other things that feel like it's not going in our best favor, right? Because you are shrinking and lowering yourself to match the vibration of this person who is obviously going through something, who is obviously not happy with where they are in life. But what does that have to do with you? Nothing. Look at that. There's some people around you that may be ashamed. There's some people around you that may be, feeling some type of way, again, about their own circumstances and situations, right? There can even be some people who know that they done you wrong, but instead of them acknowledging that, instead of them living in that truth and owning up to those things, they will continue to make you the bad guy. They will continue to just try to lower your frequency. Sometimes people know that they fucked up and they are so prideful, right, that they rather try to get you out of your character so it can kind of justify what they did. So it's like, yeah, I know I cheated on you, but hopefully I can get you to a place where you cheat on me, so then we both at fault. Or I know that I lied to you, so hopefully I can get you to a place where you do something that makes my lie acceptable, right? Or I know that I did you dirty, so hopefully I can get you to a place where you do some dirty shit, so then it's not that bad what I did. You can't allow people to take you out of your energy. And it comes from knowing how valuable your energy is. If I know the value of my energy, I'm not going to allow you to come into my space and make me lower my frequency, lower my vibration. If I know the value of my energy, I'm not going to let you come into my space, period. Some of y'all need to accept the fact that some people are just not for you. And a lot of y'all are being hit with this brick wall because you continue to try to make certain things work that spirit is obviously saying is not supposed to work. So you're going to keep being faced with this dead end type of experience. You're trying to make something happen that is not supposed to happen. So the more you try to force it, the more shit goes wrong. The more you try to force it, the more your intuition is pointing out things that are not right. It's like you keep getting more proof and more proof and more proof and more proof. And you can try to force it all you want, but it just makes your journey more detrimental. And some of these people, again, are already in such a low vibration that it's not affecting them the way that it would affect you. Because, again, you're lowering your frequency to meet these people where they are. So, of course, they're not going to be as affected. Of course. Of course, they're not going to be as affected. Of course, they're not going to experience the same things you're experiencing because of this situation. Because they're already on a lower frequency. So they're already used to this. This is nothing new for them. But it is something new for you if you have to lower your vibration to meet them where they are. Some of y'all have already done the work to get out of this energy. So if you've already done the work to get out of this energy, but then you keep going back to it, then why are you surprised? Why are you shocked when things happen the way that they happen? It's like it's all for nothing. If you're doing all of this damn work just to keep going back to the same person, if you're doing all of this work just to keep going back to the same mentality, if you're doing all of this work just to stay in the same environment, then what the hell is the point? Yeah, feeling safe. What's the point of doing all of this work if you're still not going to be in a safe environment? Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, what the hell is the point? At some point, you're going to have to protect yourself. And sometimes protecting yourself means being by yourself. And some of y'all have to accept that fact. That maybe this is your time to just go into hermit mode and be in your own energy. It just is what it is. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're never going to have anybody. It doesn't mean that you're always going to be alone. It doesn't mean, that this energy is going to last always. It just means that there's certain things that you need to do, you need to know, you need to see. And the only way you can, see, know, and do these things is to be in your own energy without the distractions that you're used to. There's a lot of distractions that you have been dealing with over and over and over and over again. And these things are not bringing you any positive results. You giving these things your energy is not bringing you any positive results. So if it's not bringing you no positive result, then what the hell is the purpose? What's the purpose? What's the point? If dealing with these people, going to these places, being in these environments, having these certain mentalities is not elevating you, then what is the fucking point? There is no purpose. Yeah, look at that. Resistance. Resisting change, resisting elevation. Trying to bring everybody with you. You got to level up at the bottom of the deck. But you trying to bring everybody with you. Yeah, grief. Feeling bad. Beating yourself up. I want to see other people win. But I love this person. I want them to have the best too. I want them to elevate too. I want to bring my whole family with me. For some of y'all, it's your family. You trying to, preach spirituality to these people. If they're not ready to accept it, they're not ready to accept it. If you're trying to preach healing and telling these people, hey, this is what we need to do, if they're not in a place where it's time for them to accept it, then why do you keep trying to force it? All you're doing, again, is lowering your vibration. You have to be okay with leaving people where they are. Leave they ass where they are. They will be okay. They're going to figure it out eventually, whether it's this lifetime or another lifetime. This is the thing. A lot of us have this superhero syndrome. Because you wasn't saved, because nobody came to your defense, you want to be the one that shows up for everybody and comes to their defense. But nobody gave you a badge to do that shit. Nobody swore you in. Nobody gave you a cape. Nobody gave you that job. And this is why you are continuously stressed, continuously hurt, continuously being let down by these same people, because you're trying to force something on somebody that is not for them in this time. Just like before you found yourself and before you got on your journey, I'm sure there were other people or a few people or your intuition that tried to wake you up, but you wasn't ready when you wasn't ready. You had to get to a certain point where you were ready to accept it. You was ready to deal with it. You was ready to understand it. And that's the process. You can't force it on nobody else. Who are you to try to force people into healing, to try to force people into changing, to try to force people into being what you want them to be, showing up the way you want them to show up? Who are you? Why do you think that that is okay to rush somebody through some shit just because you're ready? The same compassion that people had for you when you wasn't ready to do whatever you needed to do is the same compassion you need to have for other people. And let them go through it on their own. Again, sometimes we're so concerned with trying to help people not hit the ground. But the ground is what taught you. Had you not bumped your head, had you not hit the ground, had you not failed, had you not took some of the wrong turns, you would not have made it to this point in your life to be receptive to the information and the knowledge. You wouldn't. You had to go through your own trials and tribulations and challenges in order to be in this energy where you are prepared to deal with whatever it is that you need to deal with. And to go through this process. I'm also hearing you don't have to be strong all the fucking time. And sometimes, you know, real strength is vulnerability. The strongest people can sit and admit that they have problems, that they have issues, that they're going through certain things, that they feel weak, that they're confused, they don't know what's going on. Some of y'all don't know what the next step is, and that's okay. Some of y'all are in a place right now where you are confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get out of this portion of my life. I don't know how to move forward. And that's okay. Nobody has all the answers. Nobody. Sometimes you have to be in a space where you figure things out as you go. Like I always say, we are here to experience and not to control. And a lot of us are stuck in this controlling energy because we're used to being in a place where we didn't have any control. Our childhood happened, you know, and we didn't have no control over it. Certain traumas we experienced, we didn't have no control over it. We was forced to go through certain things. We was forced to live in certain places. We was forced to be around certain people. We had no control over some of these things. So then we get to this place where now we want to control every fucking thing. Every single thing, now we want to control it. And we don't understand that that is not the right way to go. Things don't even happen according to the way that they're supposed to when you're in this controlling energy. That's why when you let go and you just minding your business and not thinking about it, that's when everything starts happening. When you step away and that shit just slips your mind and you distracted on some other shit or you looking at some other stuff, everything starts to fall in place. Let's get one more of these and then we're going to get into some tarot. I feel like a lot of y'all also may feel like you're not strong enough for certain things that you're experiencing right now. And you are. Again, strength does not always mean I have an answer for everything. Strength does not always mean that I can figure this out right now immediately. You know what I'm saying? Got desire coming out. Strength does not mean that, you know, every single day I get what I want. And, you know, every single day everything happens, you know, the exact way that I want it to. No. Strength does not mean I can take care of everybody that I love all the time 24/7. Strength don't even mean that I can take care of myself all the time 24/7. Because sometimes you can't. And a lot of us are learning how to take care of ourselves. We're learning how to show up for ourselves. We're learning how to be there for ourselves. We're still understanding ourselves and doing whatever is required to understand ourselves. It just is what it is. It's a journey for a reason. It's not a race. It's not a competition. It's not none of that. It's a journey. It's an experience. You have to experience the pressure in order to know what it is to really be a diamond. And a lot of us want to be the diamond, but we don't want the pressure. And it just don't work like that. The pressure doesn't mean that you're a bad person. The pressure doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you want out of life. The pressure doesn't mean that every single day you're going to have these horrible experiences or you're going to go through something negative or it's going to feel negative. No, the pressure just has purpose to provoke you into becoming the person that you're meant to fucking be. That's it. That's its only job. Not to beat you up and, you know, it's not a personal thing, meaning you're not the only one to experience this pressure. And that's why I tell y'all all the time. When you want to take on these names and these titles, oh, I'm a god, I'm an empress, I'm an emperor, I'm a light worker, I'm a chosen one, I'm a generational curse breaker, and blah, 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 blah. Like, do you really know what those things mean? Do you really know what it is to possess that energy? Because that means you have to go through things. That means you have to learn lessons. Lessons that your family that came before you didn't learn, which is why you didn't know, because nobody was there to teach you. So you learning a lot of things firsthand. You're experiencing a lot of things firsthand. It just is what it is. If you don't want to experience these things, that means that you don't want the outcome that those things bring. And it's okay if you don't know what the hell is going on right now. It's okay. Show me where it's written that you have to know everything all the time. Show me a person that knows everything that's going to happen, every next step. There's nobody on this planet that knows what the next steps are going to be. Nobody knows what next week is going to look like. There's nobody on this planet that knows what next week is going to look like. There's nobody on this planet that even knows what the next 2 minutes are going to look like. Because we're here to experience. We're not here to control. We're not here to be know-it-alls. If we knew everything, there would be no purpose in experiencing this life. And think of it in terms of value. If I knew how $1 million felt, there would be no purpose of me starting from the bottom and making it to this point where now I have these millions. If I knew how love, finding my true love felt, there would be no purpose in me going through these relationships and not having it, just to find out and get to that place where it is presented to me and I get to experience it. There would be no purpose in having the good things without the bad. This is why we have to have balance. One of the universal laws is balance. There has to be an opposite to everything. Not because you're a bad person, but so that you can understand the value in the positive. Without the negative, there is no value in the positive. It's just not. It doesn't exist. We would just all be walking around entitled. It's almost like the silver spoon, theory. People who are raised with all the things that they want. They never really see the value in having those things because it's always been available to them. Always. But even those people with silver spoons, they may have been raised with all the material things, but they don't have the core love. They don't have peace. They don't have inner understanding, and they don't know how to manage their emotions. Because nobody has ever told them no. Nobody has ever, they never experienced any type of adversity. So they are unprepared. I say this all the time. We all are here to learn some of the same lessons. We are just on different paths when it comes to that. So you may start off at lesson 6 while somebody else is starting off at lesson 20. It doesn't negate the fact that we're all learning the same thing. Eventually, they're going to have to learn lesson 6. And eventually, you're going to be at lesson 20. We so focused on what everybody is doing around us and how everybody else's life is going. And we equate the value of life to materialistic things. So you feel like you're not in a good place at life because of what? Because you're basing it off of somebody else's life. If you was core focused on your own life, there's no way that you can feel like you're not in a good place. It would be impossible. If all I can see is my journey, then how do I feel out of place? How do I feel like I'm not doing something right? How do I feel like I'm not, at the place that I need to be at? It's impossible. So what are you looking at? What are you referencing? What are you comparing your life to? Who are you comparing your life to? Because a lot of the people that you think are in a good space, they may have the finances, they may have the materialistic things, but them motherfuckers are in hell. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in hell. Some of them physically, their health may be in a bad space. But just because you can't see that, you're comparing yourself to these people. You can't do that. Alright? For those who need assistance, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I do have spiritual consultations that are available. I'm doing specials for the week. I also have these readings that are available at the top as well. If you're interested, feel free to DM me on here, or you can shoot me an email. Doesn't matter. But these are not available on my website. This is a inbox email special only. Okay. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. A lot of y'all are feeling out of place because of your stability. You feel like you're not stable. And maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Right? But the whole purpose of this journey is to figure out things and to experience things. So yes, you may not be stable right now. That's the important piece to hold on to. Right now. The sun will come out tomorrow. Right? It can't rain always. It can't be cloudy always. And as long as you understand that right now part, you will be more lenient on yourself when it comes to being compassionate and understanding. It's not going to happen overnight either. Some of y'all are just getting to a space where you're starting to invest in yourself. So why do you think you're supposed to have everything figured out right now? You just started. This shit just started. You just popped this whole, journey off. Some of y'all have not even been healing for a year yet. You haven't even been working on yourself for 5 years yet. You're still in the beginning stages of your journey. So why do you expect to have it all together? Why do you expect for everything to be exactly where it needs to be, how it needs to be, in the right space at the right time? It just does not make sense. And you're holding yourself to these crazy ass expectations. And then you're constantly being disappointed because you're setting these expectations so high. So then you go into these moments where you beating yourself up. You comparing yourself to other people and what their life is, or how you think their life is going, because you don't know what nobody else is experiencing. The same way you're wearing a mask and you're walking around like you got it all together, imagine how many other people are doing that. Imagine if you're doing it. Imagine how many other people are walking around with that same energy, pretending like everything is together, the same way you pretend like everything is together. There are people out here that don't got no money in their pocket, but because they posted a little purse, or because they posted a house or something, you think that they balling out of control. And they don't have nothing. Or they don't even own it. It's not even theirs. It belongs to somebody else. Or they done stole a picture or video. There are people out here that are so pressed to make it look like they're living a certain type of life that they are stealing things. They're selling themselves. Literally selling their bodies. Prostitution has gone up. You got women traveling to Dubai and letting men do the most gut-wrenching, disgusting acts just so they can come over here and try to flex in front of you so that you can feel some type of way about yourself, and you are allowing that to happen. You have no idea what parts of their soul they have sold out. Literally sold out. S-O-U-L-E-D. They sold themselves out. And you are over here doing it the honest way, and you got the nerve to beat yourself up about it because you want to compare based on some materials, based on a damn video or a goddamn Instagram post or some Twitter posts. We got to be for real. A lot of people are out here walking around with masks. Take yours off. Anybody who wears a mask is ashamed. You don't have to be ashamed of going through the challenges that come with your journey. Especially when you understand, I'm going through these challenges for a reason. There's purpose in the pressure. There is purpose in the pressure. My spirit team wouldn't allow me to be pressured and it didn't mean nothing. They wouldn't allow me to feel what I feel, and it had no purpose, no reasoning. They wouldn't allow me to experience whatever I'm experiencing just for shits and giggles. There's purpose in this. Okay? And sometimes we feel like we're stuck, or we feel like things are not moving because we're still trying to do things the old way. It's like if I moved houses, but I'm still trying to use my old key to open this new door. And then I'm mad that the old key is not opening the new door instead of just using the new key. Every level you go to has a new key. You can't keep using the same old tricks, the same old mentality, the same old words, the same old outlooks and perspectives, and then think that you're going to get somewhere. Right? Doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of what? Insanity. You are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs if you think you can go into all of these new places and do all of the old things but get something new in return. If I keep mixing the same ingredients, I'm going to keep getting the same results. If I want something new, I have to use new ingredients. Those ingredients may be a new mindset, new tools and exercises, new things that I do on a day-to-day basis, a new routine, being around new people, going to a new environment, talking different, walking different, thinking different, feeling different, seeing different, altering my perspective, leaving the physical world and the way that I think and elevating my thought process to a more spiritually based process. Why am I still thinking about shit in a physical way and then I call myself a spiritual being? The two don't make sense. I can't be a spiritual being and then think physically. Think in the 3D, which is small thoughts. At some point, I have to alter the things that I'm doing in the present so that I can alter what I receive in the future. Present me is creating a life for future me to experience. You got to think of it that way. Present me is creating a life for future me to experience. Future me is not going to experience anything good if present me ain't doing good shit, thinking about good shit, talking good, walking good. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But we think of it as future me is going to do the things that future me needs. No. I'm going to wait until I get to the future. I'm going to wait until I receive what I want. I'm going to wait until it happens for me. And then I'm going to alter my mindset. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do that. No, that's not how it works. The mindset has to be altered now. The perspective has to be altered now. The outlook has to change now in order for the future you to experience the benefits of that labor. When I plant a seed, I'm waiting. I'm taking care of that seed in the moment so that the future version of that plant can give me whatever I need. If I plant an apple seed, I have to water it now. I can't water it when it sprouts. It's not going to sprout if I don't water it. I can't water it when I see apples. I'm never going to see apples if I don't water it now. So I have to water things now so that in the future I can have whatever is going to come from this thing. If you're not thinking like that, you've lost the battle. You're not going to benefit. You're not going to get anything from it. It is what it is. Okay? 3 of Pentacles. Balance is required. Balance is required. Balancing your mind. Balancing your energy. Balancing your outlook. Balancing the time that you invest into people, places, and things. Balancing the energy that you give to people, places, and things. If I don't have it, I can't give it. It is what it is. And anybody can feel however they want to feel about it. If I don't have it, I can't give it. Period. I can't keep investing into people, places, and things and then ignore myself. Not feed myself, not give to myself, not do for myself. That's crazy. And a lot of that goes back to childhood. Who taught you to give other people more than you give yourself? Who taught you to show up more for other people than you show up for yourself? Who taught you to be more attentive to other people's needs than your own? That's something that you learn. Who taught you that what you need is not important? Or the work that you need to do for yourself can come later on? Because that's how people act. That's how y'all acting. Eight of Pentacles. The work that you need to be doing on yourself, you're doing for other people. What you need to be investing in yourself, you're investing that into other people. Why do you believe in somebody else's dreams more than you believe in your own? Why do you have all of the advice and everything for people, but then you don't use it for yourself? Your life is still in the same place, but you giving people advice and their lives are changing? That doesn't make sense. The teacher should know more than the student. Meaning, if I'm offering you something, it's because I learned it firsthand. I experienced it firsthand. I'm the first partaker of the information and knowledge that I'm sharing. There's no way I can come on here and call myself a spiritual life coach and teach shadow work and all of these things and then I not be doing it. Y'all would be like, girl, you a hypocrite. How you gonna tell me that I need to do this and do that and do this and do that, but then behind closed doors you not doing none of that shit? That's hypocrisy. That's something that you learn. How many people are in your family line and your bloodline that can give all this damn advice, got all these goddamn opinions, and they've been in the same space since you known them? We can count on multiple hands. Most of our family is like that. They always got an opinion on something. They always trying to tell you what you need to be doing and how you need to be moving and who you need to go talk to and what jobs you need to work and how you need to do this and how you need to take care of your kids and all of this and blah, 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 blah. But then you look at their life and you're like, well, what the fuck are you doing? But what the fuck are you doing? How can you tell me that I need to do all of this and I need to show up in all of these different ways and I need to work on this and I need to do this and blah, 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 blah. And you've been living the same type of life since I've known you, since I've been alive. Parents included, grandparents included, cousins, uncles, aunties, everybody. Look at this. Death card. They ain't got shit going on. Bear. They telling you how to water your plant, but their plant has been bare. Nothing on it. Not producing any fruit. Not producing any vegetation. No green on it. Just sticks and twigs. But when it come to you, they can offer you a whole goddamn summary of what you should and shouldn't be doing. They got all this goddamn advice. Who are you taking advice from? Whose opinion are you holding in high regard? You need to be analyzing these things. Who is the voice in your head when you're going through challenges? Is it your own voice or are you hearing your mama's voice? Are you hearing your daddy's voice? Are you hearing all of these people with opinions' voice? Because you shouldn't. When you're going through whatever you're going through, you shouldn't hear your mama's voice in the back of your head nagging away. That means that there's something there that needs to be healed. Something needs to be healed. When you're sitting there and you're complaining about yourself, oh, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not handsome enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. Whose voice are you hearing? Is that something coming from you, or is that something that you have internalized? Somebody else's voice and opinion that you have internalized, and now you are berating yourself with those things. Where is it coming from? Identify the culprit. Who am I listening to? What am I listening to? What am I judging myself by? Because there's nothing wrong with saying, I acknowledge that I need to do work. I acknowledge that it's time for me to level up. I acknowledge that it's time for me to make some changes. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you are saying, I need to fix this because this person said so, because that person had an opinion, because that person is living a certain type of way and I need to keep up, that's when you have a problem. And some of y'all are trying so hard to not become your parent that you are becoming your parent. You're trying so hard not to end up a certain way that you are ending up that way. Because you're so hyper focused on this negative that you have no choice but to attract it to you. If I wake up every day and my only thought is, I don't want to be broke, 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 I'm going to be broke. Because I'm sending all of my energy to that thought. And the universe doesn't know how to differentiate, okay, this is something that they don't want. The universe don't know how to do that. All the universe is going to do is say, well, this is where they're sending all of their energy, so I'm going to send that to them. The energy, the universe vibrates off of energy. Oh, all of their energy is going to, thinking about being broke, thinking about not having certain things. So obviously, that's what they want. All of their energy is going towards negativity. So obviously, that's what they want. Negativity. All of their energy is going towards having health issues. So that must be what they want. They want to continue to have health issues. There is no, the universe does not specify. You have to specify. You have to be direct. You have to be intentional. Because you will only get what you put out. It's a mirror. If I show up in front of a mirror with this black baseball cap on, then the mirror is going to reflect to me a black baseball cap. It's not going to make it blue or purple just because I like blue and purple. It's not going to make it yellow or orange just because I like yellow and orange. It's going to be black because that's how I'm showing up. And it can only give me what I showed up as. Same thing with spirit. Same thing with the universe. You can only get how you show up. So if you're showing up with worry, if you're showing up with heartache, if you're showing up with lack of compassion, if you're showing up with these unrealistic expectations, if you're showing up with doubt, if you're showing up with procrastination, then those are the things that you're going to get in return. Don't act so surprised when you get exactly what you asked for based on your energy. Because your mouth could be saying something different, but your energy and your intentions are saying a whole nother thing. So are you on the same page as your energy? Are you on the same page as your intentions? Are you on the same page as the things that you actually want? Or do you allow yourself to be consumed by what you don't want and what you hate and what you don't like? Because if you're putting all of your energy towards that, you're going to get more of it. I mean, that's just how it goes. It's nothing personal. That's just the rules of the universe. You get what you put out. You put out negativity, you get negativity. You put out positivity, you get positivity. How do you think of yourself? Do you think of yourself as what you currently are? Or are you future focused? Yeah, right now I may not have no money, but I know I'm rich. I know I'm abundant. I know I'm wealthy. And I'm going to continue to say that to myself. I'm so wealthy. I'm so rich. I'm so abundant. I'm a money magnet. Good things love to happen to me. I just attract so much good stuff. Miracles just love me. They always showing up in my life. That should be a daily. That's if you're not talking like that on a daily, then of course you're going to be living a certain reality. If your verbiage is, I can't never get this, and good things never happen to me, and I'm always the one that's struggling, I'm always the one that don't have this, and I'm always the one, you're going to always be that one then. Whatever you say will be true. Whatever you think will be true. Whatever intentions you have will be true. It just is what it is. It's not going to alter itself because, no, it's going to give you exactly what you are showing up as. So if you want something different, show up different. 8 of Wands. Movement. You have to move. You have to move. You have to change. You have to be the one presenting yourself in a different energy. It's not going to come knock on your front door. The peace that you want is not going to knock on your front door. The joy that you want is not going to knock on your front door. The money that you want is not going to knock on your front door. You have to move your energy in order to attract those things. Keyword, attract, not chase. That don't mean you go out here chasing shit. That means that I alter my energy. Therefore, I'm on the frequency of the thing that I want, and I'm able to align with it. Not I know what I want, so then I'm going to go out here and just chase it the fuck down. You're not going to get it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to make itself available to you. That's just not how it works. How are you showing up? What do you think about yourself? If you don't even see yourself as valuable, then why do you deserve valuable things? Y'all don't even see yourself as being as good, as big, as smart, as intelligent, as worthy, as deserving as you try to make it seem. And then you be confused. No, we don't chase shit. That's your problem. Chasing is controlling. I want what I want, how I want, so I'm going to go out here and I'm going to do all of these things to chase it down instead of becoming the energy that attracts it. Meaning, if I want love, if I want to be in a relationship, a loving relationship, a caring relationship, I have to first be that with myself. Am I loving myself? Am I caring for myself? Am I being loyal to myself? Am I holding myself accountable? Am I supporting myself through the good and the bad? So why the fuck with somebody else? So when you go and you chase these relationships with those things in mind, I want somebody to be loyal, I want somebody to do this, I want somebody to do that. And then you chasing people, you chasing these relationships, you never get what you want because you are not that energy. If I want to be abundant, if I want to be wealthy, if I want to have material wealth, do I think of myself as being worthy of those things? Do I treat myself like somebody who already got that money? Am I moving and am I shaking like somebody who already has that money? If not, I can chase it all I want. It's never going to be my reality because I don't even see myself as being somebody who can have it. Chasing does not work. That's why you always find yourself not receiving what you want or being further away from it than when you started. If I want to be a millionaire, am I thinking like a millionaire today? I can't become a millionaire and then start thinking like one. That's not how that works. What is my mindset right now? Am I walking like a millionaire? Am I talking like a millionaire? Am I presenting myself like a millionaire? If I want to be in love, if I want to be a wife, am I walking like a wife already? Am I treating myself like a wife already? Am I presenting myself like a wife already? Am I respecting myself like I would as a wife already? If I'm not doing those things, then it's not going to happen no matter how much I chase it. It's not going to be my reality because I'm not showing Spirit Source Universe that I'm ready for this very thing that I'm claiming that I'm ready for. It's like going to a job. You don't get paid when you start. You get paid after you've done the work. After you've shown up as a good employee, then they pay your ass. After you prove to them that you can do the job, then you get the payment. So what are you doing to show Spirit, Source, Universe that you're ready for what you claim you're ready for? Why do you deserve to have all of these good things and not do nothing to have it? It doesn't make sense. Nothing is free. And when we say free, we're not talking about money. But nothing is free. Everything requires energy. Everything is an energetic exchange. So what form of payment are you using? Is your form of payment negative thinking? Well, that's why you in a negative right now. Is your form of payment, not believing in yourself? Well, that's why nobody else around you believes in you either. It just is what it is. You chasing it down and trying to force the issue is not going to make it happen. Again, you're going to get further from the things that you want instead of getting the things that you want. Trying to force it, trying to force people, it's not going to happen. That's why it hasn't happened yet. If your method was working, then why don't you have what you want? 3 of Cups. For a lot of y'all, it's balancing the mind, body, and soul. You're not on the same page. Your mind is somewhere else. Your soul is over here. And then the body is on some other shit. Everything has to be working cohesively. The soul is already in alignment and is telling you through your intuition, through downloads, through dreams, through messages, whatever, exactly what you need to be doing. Now, is the mind listening to those things? Understanding those things? And then making the body do it? The soul tells you what to do. The mind interprets it and understands it so that it can communicate with the body what actions to take. Mind, body, and soul, they all have to be on the same page. The soul can't tell me what to do, and then the mind be like, that's not making no sense to me, or that don't feel right, or I've never done that before, or I'm scared, or that don't sound right, or I don't know about that. Because then it's going to tell the body not to do shit. Everything has to be on the same page. That's when you put yourself in the energy to attract. When you have the mind, body, and soul on the same page, then you can attract to you what is for you and what you desire and what you want. The soul is always in divine alignment because the soul is not from here. We are spiritual beings. So the soul is always going to be in alignment. Are you listening to it though? When you get those intuitive messages, when you get those downloads, when certain things are being shown to you, are you listening? Are you paying attention? How are you interpreting this information? Are you seeing it from a higher perspective? The perspective that the soul is giving it to you on. That's why the intuition never makes sense to the mind. Your intuition be like, hey, go apply for that job. The first thing you do is you step into the mind. Well, I don't know if I'm good enough for that job. But what if they don't hire me? But it says that there's over something thousand applicants. But what if I don't know how to do it? But I don't have a way to work every day. But what if they fire me because I can't get to work every day? But I need a babysitter. But what about this? But what about that? What about you just listen? What about you just take a leap of faith? What about you just trust? When you understand that the soul is not from here and it has a higher perspective and its only job is to tell you how to get to the best things for you, you'll stop asking all them goddamn questions and you'll just start doing it. The reason why you're not trusting your intuition is because you have not built the relationship with yourself. Lack of intuitive trust means that you have a lack of relationship with self. Because who trusts anybody that they don't know? You're not going to trust no fucking stranger. Why? Because you don't know them. I don't know you. Where did you come from? Who are you? How do I know that you're telling me the right shit? I've never met you a day before in my life. We don't have a relationship. I don't know your history. I don't know your background. I don't know how you think, how you talk, how you walk. I don't know nothing about you. So I can't trust you. Same thing with yourself. If I haven't done the work to build a relationship with myself, to figure out who I am internally, then of course I'm not going to trust my goddamn intuition, because that sounds like a stranger to me. I don't know that person. I have no relationship with that person. How do I know that that person's telling me the right stuff? I don't have no relationship with that person. I don't talk to that person. I don't walk with that person. I don't meditate with that person. I don't tap in, tune in with that person. I have no idea what the fuck going on. I don't know. That's why you can't trust it. It's not that it's not trustworthy. It's just you haven't built the relationship enough to know that you can trust that energy. Because you can. You absolutely can. And it is in your best interest to start trusting it. Because your intuition's only job is to lead you to the promised land. That's literally its only fucking job. It serves no other purpose but to lead you to your destiny. To lead you to what was promised to you. Because we all have contracts. Meaning, I'm going to go down here on earth and do this, and I'm going to receive this in return. So the universe is going to hold up its side of the contract. Meaning when you do whatever you're supposed to, you're definitely going to get what you're supposed to get. But you got to first do your part. Let's get one more and then we're going to get some confirmation. Look at that. Sun card. The sun represents what? Self. A lot of people, you know, reference the sun card as the ego. But it represents self. Who am I? Do I know who I am? Do I have a relationship with myself? Am I in tune with myself? Look at her meditating. Do I have an intimate relationship with myself? Intimacy. Into me I see. Intimacy. Am I loving on myself? Am I talking to myself? Am I being compassionate towards myself? Am I being understanding towards myself? Am I supporting myself? Am I listening to myself? What is the relationship? And if there is no relationship, what do I need to do to build that relationship so that I can have the outcome that I want? It's available to me. Again, there's a contract. I'm on a contract. I came here for a reason. I'm not just here for shits and giggles. I'm here to experience and receive. But I have to do my part. And if my part means that I got to heal a couple traumas here and there, then that's what I got to do. If my part means I need to alter my mindset and think more positively, then that's what I got to do. If my part means I need to trust my intuition and listen to what it says and follow its guidance, then that's what I need to do. There are certain things that I just have to do. It comes with the process. It is what it is. Let's get some confirmation. Again, for those just tuning in, these are the specials that I have available right now. The first section right here is readings that are available. And then this section is one-on-one consultations. They are phone calls, okay? My consultations are set up for you to, number one, let me know where you are and what's going on currently in your life. You know, what you're experiencing. And then towards the end of the call, we will basically come up with a plan and some tools and tips and things for you to start using to get yourself back on track. Okay, I am a spiritual life coach. I specialize specifically in shadow work, trauma healing, childhood healing, and self-love. Okay, so if you are interested in that, definitely make sure that you reach out. These specials are not available on my website, so you will have to inbox me directly, either on here on TikTok, or you can send me a email. All right, let's get some confirmation to end this out. Tomorrow we will do a panel or a discussion instead of a reading, so definitely make sure you tune in for those as well. All videos are posted on YouTube, so if you missed it or if you want to go back and rewatch anything, make sure you subscribe. Click the YouTube button in my bio in order to do that. Also follow my main page on TikTok, which is linked in my bio as well. New beginnings. Like I said, it's time to do something new. You could be saying 111, you could be saying 1111. You could be saying 333. You could be saying 444. Okay? It's time for new beginnings. It's time to do something new. It's time to think differently. It's time to present yourself as a different person. Okay? Matter of fact, use this week to just be a different person. The future version of yourself, you know what I'm saying? The version of you that got all the money, the version of you that is, you know, at peace, the version of you that, you know, has that dream job or started that business or whatever. Cosplay that person the rest of the week and just watch how stuff starts to move and shake for you. Make it a game. Just pretend. You know what I'm saying? Just, who fucking cares? Kids, children do it all the time. When we was kids, we used to play doctor. We used to play family. We used to play all types of shit. Right? That's manifesting. Being what you want to eventually live. I'm going to be in this moment what I want to eventually be my reality. And don't worry about people's opinions. Again, get out of, you know, caring about people's opinions. Look at that. Confidence. Operating in confidence. Leo energy. Be that new person. Talk different. Walk different. Leave a house in nothing but your best clothes. People not gonna know the fucking difference. This is the thing. Nobody knows your tea but you. So when you show up in the world as a different person, people have to take you for the way that you're presenting yourself. They don't know that that's not the real you. That's why they start treating you like the way you're presenting yourself. So if you put on a nice little button down and you go to a fancy mall and just walk around and let people cater to you, they don't know that you don't got that money. They don't know that you're not that business owner. They don't know. If you meet a stranger, they ask you what you do for work, and you tell them, oh, you know, whatever your dream business is. Oh, yeah, this is what I do. They don't know that that's not true. Only you know the truth. And you walking around acting like everybody know what's really going on with you. Don't nobody know what the fuck is going on with you. You can live whatever reality you want, and they would have to accept it because they don't know anything different. And if there are any people in your life that want to continue to treat you like that old person, let their ass go. If you can't accept this new reality, you can't be around me. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows that this is not your real life. Yet. Nobody knows that you're not really that millionaire. Nobody can see what's in your bank account when they meet you. They don't know nothing. They don't have a clue. So if you go out and you just start acting like it, they have to treat you according to how you're presenting yourself. So if I go out and I present myself as a millionaire, they're going to have to respect me like one. And then the universe is going to be like, oh shit, that's a millionaire. Hold on, but where's the money? I got to get them some money so they can really, you know, do this. Oh shit, this a business owner? I didn't know there was a business owner. Let me go ahead and get him the business so that, you know, this reality can make sense. That's what the universe does. Oh, this is what you want? I didn't know that. So let me give you the things that you need in order for this to actually be the reality. That's why you have to be what you want now. So that the universe can be like, oh shit, I didn't know. How did I miss that? I didn't know that person had thousands of dollars in their bank account. I didn't know that. I didn't know that person, you know, was doing all of this and all that. Let me help them adjust their reality to match the energy that they're on. Look at that. Breaking generational traumas. For a lot of y'all, this is the mentality that your family has been in. A lot of people in your family feel less than. Feel like they can't have certain things, or that they're not deserving of certain things, or they're not worthy of certain things. That's the energy. You got to break from that. Breaking free from that energy, letting go of that energy, releasing what no longer serves you. It doesn't serve me to continue on with this generational curse. So let me break it. And as I break it, the universe is going to realize that I'm presenting a different energy, and it's going to alter my reality to match the energy that I'm on. Period. Scorpio energy, transformation. It's time to transform. Transforming the mind, transforming the soul, transforming the body, right? Some of y'all need to start working on yourself physically. If you know you got health issues in your family, if you know you got mental health issues in your family, whatever the case is, what are you doing to work on it to make sure that these things don't become your reality? All of those things are important. If you know you have financial issues in your family, what are you doing to alter that reality? If you know that your family is selfish or nasty or negative, or they alcoholics or they drug addicts or they suffer with addictions, no matter what those addictions are, what are you doing to alter that so that that is no longer your reality, or so that it's never your reality, or so it won't be your children's reality? Period. Look at that. 555. Transformation again. Change. Being flexible. Being open-minded. It doesn't have to always go my way for me to get what I want. Y'all gotta understand that. It don't always have to go my way for me to get what I want. I can be flexible. I can go with the flow. If my intuition say go to the left, I'm gonna go to the left. Because I know I'm going to end up where I'm supposed to be, getting the things that are for me to get. It don't have to go my way. I don't have to control everything. I don't have to know everything. Sometimes I just gotta step out on faith. Look at that. I said health. Some of y'all better pay attention to your health. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you ain't gonna live to enjoy some of the things you want to enjoy. It just is what it is. You're not going to live to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. There are so many people, unaliving right now from heart attacks, strokes. They going in a sleep, brain aneurysms, blood clots, all types of random shit taking people out. People have no idea, because we still continuing some of the same generational curses when it comes to our diet, when it comes to the way that we take care of our body. Some of our whole families is overweight or just unhealthy, because you don't have to be, overweight to be unhealthy. Are you taking your supplements? If your intuition been telling you to get in the gym, why you not in the gym? If your intuition been telling you to walk every day, why you not walking every day? Okay? We got the Chariot coming out. This is fast-paced movement. When you do the things that are required, you get what you want. It doesn't have to take a long time for you to have the things that you want. For those things to come to you, for that to be your reality. It doesn't have to take forever. But we prolong the process when we want to do it our way, when we want to be controlling, when we don't want to listen, when we want to ignore our intuition. We're prolonging the process. More and more and more and more and more and more. The minute that you adjust the ingredients, it immediately has to change. So what ingredients do you need to adjust? Is it your mentality? Is it your perspective? Is it your health? Is it your diet? Do you need to meditate more? Do you need to tap in? Do you need to see a therapist? Do you need a life coach? Do you need some help? Do you need a self-help book? What ingredients do you need to adjust? Do you need to meditate? You need to talk to your spirit team? What do you need to do? What differences do you need to make? What changes do you need to make? Let's get two more. Yeah, secrets revealed. Your intuition is telling you exactly what you need to do. And they're also revealing certain things to you that no longer serve you. Instead of you getting mad and crying about it all day, make the changes. If it's being revealed to you that this person is not in your corner for real, then eliminate that person. If it's being revealed to you that you don't need to be on this job no more, get off of that job. If it's being revealed to you that you need to move out of a city or a state or a country, move. If it's being revealed to you that you need to go back to school, go back to school. Learn whatever you need to learn. Do what you need to do. Stop ignoring what is being shown to you just because it makes you uncomfortable or just because it forces you to do things that you've never done before. You're supposed to want to do things you've never done before so that you can get things you never got before. That's the whole point. Last card. Jackpot, overflow, superabundance, and fortune. This is what's waiting on you. But are you going to do what is required to get it? Feeling lost at the bottom of the deck. The second thing is positive thinking. Are you going to do what's required? Are you going to alter your mentality? Are you going to be more positive? Are you going to change your perspective and your outlook? Are you going to do different work? Are you going to tap in on a different level? Are you going to take things more serious in the areas you need to take them more serious in? What changes are you going to make so that your experiences can be different? It's up to you. The ball is in your court. All right? Hopefully y'all got something from this. Again, these are the specials that are available right now. I'm also doing a 3-card ancestor reading for $15 for those who are interested as well. Inbox me if you're interested. If you need to do a consultation call with me, a 101, you can inbox me. Again, we'll figure out, you know, where you are currently and how we can get you on the right path. All right, that's the bulk of what I do anyway with all of my clients. All right, so if you're interested, feel free to inbox me, and we can go ahead and schedule that for you. I'll be doing all of these specials all week. So if you want to book it this week and then do it next week or something like that, you can also do that. But yeah, even if you want help from somebody else or whatever the case is, just get the help that you need. Tap in the way that you need. Do what you need to do. All right, so that you can get the things that are for you to get and for you to have. All right, this will be posted on YouTube later on tonight for those who didn't see it from the beginning and want to watch it from the beginning. So definitely make sure you click that YouTube button in my bio and subscribe. Other than that, we'll do a panel tomorrow. So I'll be on here a little bit earlier tomorrow, so that we can have some time and do a good panel. Is that it? Other than that, enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Think about these messages, okay, that, you know, Spirit revealed today, all right? Use them in the ways that you need to use them. Take what applies for you and make the necessary changes so that you can experience the life that you were sent here to experience. All right? I love y'all.